Now, I don't drink tap water. I would never drink tap water. And the only better water in tap water, if I had crystal energy into it, is because it's neutralizing certain kinds of toxins in the water. It neutralizes chlorine, chloramines.
Crystal energy
Yes,
neutralizes chlorine.
it does. Yeah, it removes chlorine from water. You can test it. It's very easy. Chlorine test kit. Yeah. But I'm saying that as far as tap water goes, I don't drink it. I mean, I refuse. Even with if I'm stuck in a hotel and I can't get some kind of more purified water to add my crystal energy to it, I might add it to the tap water just for that evening. But I prefer water which is had all minerals, all removed, and then you add the crystal energy to it, and then it becomes the perfect water. A lot of people have asked me to make a bottled water, and they want to take spring water, from the well, and add the crystal energy and sell it on the store shelf. And I said I can't do that because I don't get water from this well is different from water from that well, and the minerals are not in the right ratio, the right structure. I would rather take ultra pure water with no minerals, add a little crystal energy, and now I know I have the perfect water. So I make my own perfect water. So if you have toxins in tap water, a lot of the toxins can be neutralized by crystal energy. Some insecticides even can be neutralized by crystal energy. But there are toxins in there that won't be neutralized, and that's why I won't drink it. And it won't necessarily enhance. It won't enhance the effect of those toxins on the body. Most of the time, there are over 4,000. In some waters, they measured 4,500 chemicals, and so I'm not going to drink those chemicals. So I don't recommend putting crystal energy in tap water unless in the bath water, yeah, some in the bath water to neutralize chlorine, things like that. In Europe, most of the time they use ozone, which I am in agreement with. I think ozone's a good water purifier for municipal water systems. But
So you say if you use crystal energy with tap water, it reduces some poison, but it also the effect of activation is reduced on human body because a lot of it is taken away from empoisoning the water.
As a matter of fact, if you add ActiveH to tap water, a good deal of the hydrogen ions are going to neutralize all kinds of bad things in the water, and you don't get the result in your body at all. In the same thing with crystal energy. Crystal energy in tap water doesn't lower the surface tension very much because it's got so many things in it. All it's doing is helping to make it more palatable for your body, but I don't recommend it.
So substantially, it's better to
use distilled
purify,
water,
like distilled or osmosis,
reverse
whatever.
osmosis,
Yeah.
right?
Okay, sounds good.
Still, many people say we need minerals in water.
No, you don't. You do not. That is a big lie that has been given to you. You get more minerals from the food you eat than from water. We need organic minerals, not inorganic minerals from water. You do not need the minerals in water. And some people say that distilled water leaches minerals out of your body, but it will only leach inorganic minerals out of your body, not organic minerals. And it's the organic minerals we want to keep in our bodies. And the inorganic minerals are the ones that hurt our bodies. They're the ones that are the poison to the body. So it's just the opposite.
Back to the last question. You can combine crystal energy with any kind of energizing you want to give to water, like crystals or cards or...
Right.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Does it enhance the effects of other...
I don't know.
There was a question just jumping into my mind, talking about information, like information being erased, good information, so-called good information into water. How do you judge the thought power concerning information? Like, Some people say
Yeah.
if you just think about this is good for me, it will turn, from the information, it will turn good.
I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know. I mean, there's this guy in Japan who does this water, and I came across an internet site from the University of Massachusetts in MIT, in which the scientist was making water crystals, and he had all the kinds of water crystals, kind of like the man in Japan is doing. And what he said is that if the water temperature changed by 1/10 of 1 degree, that it changed the crystal structure of the water. And he said that unless a person, we don't know, I don't know what kind of laboratory this man in Japan has, but I do know that he gets lots of crystals and he goes through them and picks the ones he wants and throws away the one he doesn't want. And the fact is that I'm not so sure that I'm not fully convinced that his method is scientifically valid, because the data from MIT showed that you could take any water, and depending on the exact temperature and humidity in which it was crystallized, you get a beautiful crystal or you get an ugly crystal. So then that, for me, that totally destroys all this idea about thinking about water and how it affects.
I was just thought about one meditation. Before you go to bed, you take a glass of water next to your bed.
Yes.
And you say, okay, I got this problem, but tomorrow when I wake up, I will receive the answer just by
Drinking. I think,
yeah.
I don't know. I think it's suggestion, but it can work. It's just like a hypnotist can hypnotize you and say after you have been hypnotized, if I say the word justification, you will become a chicken, and so he programs your mind, and so forth. So I don't know.
Okay.
If I don't know, I'll just say I don't know. I can't have an opinion on everything. Okay. Thank God.
German guy who was doing some research on water, and he said the person who's making the crystals for Emoto is of course, the way the person thinks is influencing the crystals, so they are different. But the pictures are beautiful. If
They
you
are.
have to tell somebody water is a vibrant and living substance, you just have to show.
Yeah, but Emoto, he took the word and he would put hate on the side, and then he would put love, and then hit crystals and say, I don't believe that. I'm sorry. I have a just the word itself taped on the side of the glass? No. I don't believe it. First of all, I don't believe that unless he can show that he keeps his humidity and his temperature within 1/10 of a degree and 1/10 of a % of humidity and so forth.